we've got to start in at work to Stanton.
I was 15, just 15, and of course 3 months in training centre, learning fitted, making all the gadgets and things, scribing blocks and calipers and inside and out and all them sort of things. I was fit a turner actually by trade, but I never did any turning once I left the training centre. The one called Little John Lees. Can you remember them Little Johns? Life was a beast. They used to make them, didn't they? Yeah. Lovely little leads, weren't they? McHugh was the training man in the training centre. A great bloke, a great instructor. But he never found heroes got bloody fat dangling from his mouth. And of course you could have in those days, like, you know. And of course you got your moulders in the Carnegie side. You got a pattern making and joinery department. A wonderful training centre, Stanton was. So I did my 6 years. One of the first jobs I ever did, I was only 15. We're mate, of course. We're building that new gasometer, new ways. Bottom of Crompton Street, massive, 200 foot high. And we got the job, me as an apprentice, with him, making a handrail to go around, safety handrail. There's a platform, there's a platform about that wide, where you could walk round. We needed a handrail to stop people falling off. We had to put that handrail up, without any helmets, no harnesses. We're sitting on this thing about that wide, 200 foot job, for 15. I mean, I was never good on heights. I never liked heights. I never liked going up ladders without a back to it. We had to do sometimes, but I never liked it. Because one of the first jobs you ask, you know, when you go to St. Yard, can you climb? You have to be able to climb. And it's not easy. I mean, some went up these chimneys, you know, 200 or 300 foot up a chimney. So I don't know how they did it, these steeples, actually, you know. I don't. Yeah, I mean, the one at Cocoa was 300, highest in England, 300 foot. That was. The one that was playing nearly. I remember Cocoa being built, and all, 1938 the start of that. Of course, Crompton Street was far enough away from furnitures to be reasonably healthy. You know, about, that was say about half a mile. Still come over this grey, horrible dust. But Cocoa's, you're 100 yards away. And it come off every 10 minutes. Quenching the coke, you see. And it didn't off. It wasn't clean. It was dirty, coke-filled, horrible stuff that stunk rotten. Couldn't put your washing out. And I distinctly remembered, as if that's an early memory, going with a little tin barrel and fetching a brick from there, 1938, when they were building it. The air raid shout at the coke ovens, because they hadn't finished ours not yet on backs at houses, was under the big chimney. I mean, if a bomb had hit the coke ovens, we were in the middle on it, our air raid shells were in the middle on it. All right, it hadn't got fired up then, out like that. You remember these things, don't you? Yes, you do. And of course, things like benzol and diesel tanks all over them, you know. You could fall in them. No health and safety. I don't know of any health and safety that took place in those days, none at all. Nobody had masks, nobody had goggles, nobody had tin hats. I couldn't do my job today at Stanton with the reflective gear, tin hat, gloves. I had to crawl under a digger or something like a foot high to change a shaft. How can you go under there with a great big gear on? Well, I understand they need health and safety, because 2 or 3 men at least every year got killed at Stanton. So you needed health and safety. You know, I mean, people getting their feet burned off and standing in. You've read that bits in that Stanton book of terrible accidents at Stanton, like, you know. It was that when I saw it, there was only one ambulance station, I think. Well, they got one down medical block down at Eddie West Foundry. They built a new one at Enderlow's Lane near the St Nose after the war. The one on Ambulance Road, bottom end of Crompton Street, that was the only one. And of course, if we did out to sell, we'd nick there, nearest Broader see to us, like, you know. I'm talking during war, and end of war. And of course, Crompton Street used to flood every year. More than one. It was not the Nutbrook Canal, the Nutbrook Stream. There's a stream. And it wound its way right from Shipley, right under Quarry Hill and that, all the way down, finished up in the Eddie Canal. It was piped through under the Nutbrook pipe plant because they couldn't leave it open, you see. But the problem is, the pipes they used weren't big enough. So it would back up. And any stuff that got in the pipe, it come back up Crompton Street. The only time, we got flooded out twice in 1948. And I were halfway up the street, remember? So it came right up the street. There were people 5 foot deep. And we're not talking about clean water, you know, here. No. We're talking about pit where they drowned the dogs and cats. All things like that. Then the coke ovens got flooded in 1960. Then Stanton got interested themselves. You know, they weren't gonna allow co-comers to be. But I mean, you couldn't say it because you understand that. But I mean, in fact, my dad told me during the First World War, there were no air raid shelters. What's the fear of Zeppelins? That's down to Nutbrook Canal. They got some planks in the tunnel. That was their air raid shelter. Nutbrook Stream, not the canal.
Yeah.
Nutbrook Stream. You can see where it comes out now.
Yeah.
It's where that bomb dropped, by the way. Canal. Yeah, near the casting plant. Still see it now when you go that way. In fact, it goes under and into the Eddowes Canal. Yeah. It's like an overflow for the canal,
Yeah.
but it's the old Nutbrook Canal, that is. I went in on September the 18th, 1956. I knew I was going in. I hadn't got a date, but I've been from a medical to Derby. And I can't remember just where it was, but it wasn't Norton Barracks, somewhere in the middle of Derby, up at Sinfin Lane or somewhere. I suppose they hired it for doing a room to do medicals, like, you know. In fact, a mate of mine, Brian, went in the same day. These medicals are complained today. You have to strip off. Embarrassing.
Yeah.
Well, you have to do it, you know, and things like that.
Yeah.
Past A1, I wanted to go in.
Yeah.
A lot didn't want to go in. And it was all of them that didn't want to go in. I feel sorry for them in a way. But we knew we got to go. And I wanted to go. I asked for Remy, Royal Electrical
Was
Mechanical.
it going to be definitely the army? I mean, this, I think.
I did, yes it was.
But could you ask for Air Force?
You could. But I didn't.
No.
It never entered my head, quite honestly. But eventually, you know, I finished up on a boat, so same as being in the Navy, really. Yeah, so we had a medical, and I said, well, I'm happy to go in the army, and no problems there, like, you know. Remy I asked for, Royal Engineers second. I wasn't bothered about any other. But I finished up in Royal Army Service Corps, which is a third, which was okay, I wasn't bothered, you know. But it was good training, you know. So if you went in as a boy soldier at 15, you had a damn good apprenticeship, I think, in the army. You went to college, you got your exams just the same. It was a good apprenticeship. And you weren't stuck in one place neither. Anyhow, I was at Butlins with 6 mates. You might know a few of them. I don't know, half of them's dead now. Anyhow, I'd only be alive still if I remember. When I got back, my dad said, the army papers have come. So it'll be early in September. I thought, I'll get this holiday in because I know I'm going in. And it was 2 or 3 weeks after. You know, and after, he said, yeah. I said, well, where are they? So looked at him, he said, report to Southern Command, Aldershot. Well, Farnborough, but Aldershot, really.
Yeah.
Ellis Barracks. And so we went down, but no, it wasn't. It was Blenheim Barracks, Farnborough, where you got selected for the first fortnight. You got your kitted out, went on train, got tickets come through. I went to Brian Grabby, his name, lives up Copenhagen. Went in the same day. And Norman Briggs, a chip shop.
Oh, yeah.
On top of Nottingham Road. Same, but they were 18. Norman were 18, we were 21. He's 3 years younger than me, Norman is. And we all went down. Well, I'd named Don Peck and all that, Rolls Royce with me. We all went down on the same train. Didn't know each other, you know, till we got talking. We all finished up at Farnborough, different sort of areas, like, you know. Then you got there and they sorted you out kit-wise. Billet-wise, you know, some different billets. Of course, how many would be? 30 odd in a billet, I should think, 40 in a billet. And of course, a dozen of billets, like, you know. All in competition with each other, you know. And of course, all these, the corporals and the sergeants in charge, their squad had to be the best squad. But I think they must share it up or something. It couldn't have been any better than anybody else. And they're all wartime veterans, like. And some of them have been they were regulars, but they're all batting the time out, like, you know. Some were 28, had done 28 years, all through the 30s. And some were ready to come out, just batting time out as instructors. But we met on Farnborough Station. A bloody bloke, he was selected for a job. Can you remember Sergeant Major Britton? Well, he looked fierce. Now this bloke, he got a bloody wax moustache out of him. He was getting orders, a sergeant on station. He was there obviously for effect, in my opinion. I mean, nobody had been away from home, like, you know, nobody. I got sent to Blenheim Barracks, like. It's near Fleet in Hampshire. We sort of got kitted out, and of course, that was lousy. It was big swill, snap. My dad had given me a £5 to go in with. Now, £5, wages about £8 a week. So a good lump sum. spent everything in naffy and chips at night, you know. You could hardly eat the stuff, but you had to eat it when you went hungry, like, you know. Brigadier had come round and said, "What's this food like, soldier?" "Very nice, sir, thank you." Couldn't say it wasn't. And the training was hard, and I wouldn't say I enjoyed it. For 6 weeks, I was fit. I was playing top-class local cricket. But I'll tell you this, I wasn't as fit as I thought I was. When you do a 5-mile march, running in fact, with FSMO on your back, full service marching order, that's a heavy pack, you know. I mean, I was never a big bloke. If I got 50 pounds on my bike, I knew about it. Boots, everybody had it in as full as earth, you know, plasters and full as air. And we can still get that or not, the soft, but, you know, the old boots, they were stiff as, you know how the early working boots were from Army and Navy stores. I mean, nowadays you see them in the boots marching, they seem to be soft leather. It should be soft leather, because your feet used to kill you. You know, my blooming greatcoat, they call them greatcoats, you know, not top coats. You had to iron everything, you know. I mean, I got a little shirt iron. I was ironing greatcoats with a shirt iron. Everything's had to be massive, marvellous pleats. Put your finger on the pleats. Things like that. But you soon learn the ways of the army. Of course, they paint every night in naffy. And you remember certain things, ain't there? And of course, uniforms. Baggy and everything else, like, you know. But eventually you got a better unit. You got, what, not a blues and rolls dress uniform, but you got a better khaki uniform for best. We could have the pleats nicely done in the local village at Freshwater on Isle of Wight, and it was stitched in, like, you know, and you look smart, quite honestly. You look smart in khaki, and of course I got a peak cap. The training, as I say, PT, I could do 100 yards in 11.5 seconds, which is quite quick really, because I was a sportsman, you see, at 21. It's the best time in life, really. Eventually you pass out at all the shop, and your mum and dad comes down to see you, like, you're all full of yourself, aren't you? This was September, of course. And then I was due to be given a posting somewhere. We all got in for an interview as to where we was going. Someone on the big lorries, like heavy goods. I wanted to learn to drive, so I'd have been happy on an HGV. Some tank transports and things like that. Gordon Bridge went on, funny enough. We had to go in and salute for our posting where we were going. Like private corners. What are you then? In Civic Street. Or some were newspaper reporters and university students. Some had been in Borstal. And ended up in bloody prison, most of them did. They never took to it at all. I said, well, I'm a time-saved engineer. That's what we want. He says, landing craft. We're looking for time-saved engineers to train to be marine engineers on tank landing craft ready for Suez, which 2 or 3 weeks later, well, a few weeks later, anyhow, October, November time, I said, well, I can't swim. What do you think we make bloody boats for, he said. Anyhow, I got a posting into Isle of Wight, Fort Victoria. I did my 6 weeks engine training on marine engines, Paxman diesels. Theory, very good training. But I had a marvellous 2 years on the landing craft. You know, enjoyed every minute of it. Went all over the place. Cherbourg, training runs, Isle of Wight, Channel Islands, Guernsey, all round the coast of Britain. Orkneys, and a lot of time in Scotland. Cairn Ryan, which is a P&O ferry terminal now, that's where we were based. We're on weekly runs to St Kilda, which is 250 miles out in the Atlantic. It's now a big bird sanctuary, National Trust. But they've got advanced radar stations there. Nobody knew about these in Civic Street, you know. We used to take the Decker people out there. And the RAF Task Force based on there. Task Force. You could only get on to St Kilda by landing craft. Landed on the beach, unloaded all the equipment. You had to pull off on the same tide or you're stuck there for about 24 hours. Because tides recede quick, you know. And not tight for about 10 hours. It recedes within a couple of hours. I did enjoy my military, my life in the army. I must admit that. You know, you're young. You can put up with out, can't you? I've got something to talk about now. It's an adventure. And let's face it, I've never really been away from home. I was the only one. I needed to go in. A lot of people resented it. I was happy to go in. I was quite happy. I was quite happy with my memories as well. 4074, which was HMS Antwerp, prior to the Army taking over. But the Army took the landing craft over, really, because Suez was building up. doing dry dock at Devonport, a fleet of them. And being as it was more of an army operation than a naval operation, they took the landing craft over, about 10 of them. My boat, LCT 4074, that's what I knew it as, like, you know. We could take probably half a dozen tanks. But we actually got loaded up for Suez. We haven't got tanks on, we've got loads of army lorries. Spraying and painting all the army lorries, and every vehicle desert colours.
Yeah.
Like a desert, like a yellowy type, sandy yellow colour. And they were doing that then. So I did my 2 years and come out September 18th, 1958. Back to Stanton again, miserable old existence again. But no resentment, no regrets at all on my life at all, really. I've got a great family. Everything got, glad I didn't go to New Zealand. Only a bit bothered to go with me.
Did you find it boring?
Yes, I did actually.
Was that the problem?
It was, because then I looked into going into the Merchant Navy.
Yeah.
So I got my seaman's ticket, you see. I'm an engineer. I could have gone into Merchant Navy as an engineer. It carried on, didn't it? A lot did. In fact, a lot of lads had come out of Merchant Navy into the army.
So how old was you when you met Bob?
23. But some of the lads on our boat, there was seamen and there was engineers. More seamen than engineers. But there were 12 engineers. There's 34 on the boat. Basically the rest were seamen. Who, you know, tied the ship up and did everything else. Ropes and anchors and everything else. And funnily enough, we got weird one day. As you know, Tommy Steele was big then. Very big in the 50s. We got weird one day. Tommy Steele was going to join us on our boat. He was a cabin boy, 18. And he failed his medical. He's still going strong, we're still playing badminton. He got a hole in his arm. Well, there's a wangle there, wasn't there? He was coming on our boat, and he didn't come right, he didn't come eventually. That was the rumour, anyhow. You know, Tommy Steele. Because he was top man in England then. Before Cliff Richard, you know, and all that. Elvis in America, Tommy Steele in England. I still like Tommy Steele. I went to see him in Glen Miller thing a couple of years ago, Empire. That's a Royal, brilliant. He played Glen Miller, you see. I still like the old songs anyhow. I live in the past, I'm afraid, because I think the past were better for me.